Hello, my crafty friends. It's Tiffany here, and I'm making some gift bags for a little party. And I thought I should bring you along because these would be so perfect for a bridal shower, any kind of baby shower, like a Mother's Day brunch, any kind of a party. So this is a really good project for your single-sided papers. The thinner ones, you can do it with the more heavyweight decorative papers, but don't try to do it, and it'll work fine. It's just easier to fold with the lighter weight paper. I don't think I would try to do it with the super thick ones like the Cartabella. But anyway, this is pretty easy, fun. You can just knock a bunch of these out in like an hour. So all these papers, these darling papers that all coordinate, I've got all these from Joann's. This is my favorite one. Isn't that so pretty? And they have them on sale like, oh, probably every other week, at least every 3 weeks for about 10, I want to say 10 pages for $3 or something like that. So they come out to be about 25 cents, which is great. And you can buy stuff like this, but it can be kind of expensive for the bigger ones. You can certainly make these any size that you want. So, let's see. I've got a couple of papers here. Got one that's halfway done. I was going to show you a couple of different things because sometimes your papers will have the UPC strip on it, and sometimes they won't. Like I think Hobby Lobby just has theirs marked on the back and they don't have this little strip, but I use this little strip as part of the bag so you can make your bag as big as possible. I'll show you what I mean. Here's, oh, this one I cut the strip off because I wanted to show you how to do it if you didn't have a strip, but I mean that's all it is. It's really simple and you don't really need any special tools. If you have a paper cutter, I mean, if you're new to paper crafting, I would definitely invest in a paper trimmer, and this is my favorite one that I've ever had because it has a full 6 inches here, and then the arm swings out to measure up to 15 inches, and it has a little wire in it right here that shows you exactly where you're going to be cutting. It's really helpful. I can link that below, but like I said, you can do it with a pair of scissors, and I do love my bone folder for this, but you can use a butter knife or the back of your scissors in place of a bone folder. So what I want to do first, if you do have a UPC strip, you'll just want to score that right where it right where the strip ends and the cute paper starts. I just take my paper trimmer if I don't want to get my scoreboard out, and I do love my scoreboard too, but I definitely use my paper trimmer. That is the thing that I use the most in paper crafting is my paper trimmer. Okay, and I would just score right down at 1/2 inch. I think most all UPC strips that I have ever seen are 1/2 inch, but it doesn't matter if it was a little bigger. Just score it right on the edge there. And if you don't have a paper trimmer, use a ruler and mark your 1/2 inch here and 1/2 inch here, and just put it on top of something a little bit soft, like a piece of cardboard, or if you have a craft mat or something like that. And that will work great to use your butter knife to score it. And then you could do your bag a full 12 inches tall if you wanted to, but I think what I've decided I like best is cutting it at about 10 inches. So I turn it so that my strip is on the side, and this is your height going this way. Okay, so I'm going to cut it at 10 inches. And you'll end up with an 8-inch bag. So with your top and your bottom flap, let's see, show you what I'm talking about. Where did I put my bags? With your top and bottom flap, that equals 2 inches. So once they're folded up, it's 8 inches. So it's about 6 by 8 inches. And you can make, yeah, you can make them as small or as big as you want. Just figure out, you know, your own measurements. So that's the 10 inches by 12 inches. And now I will, so you've got your UPC strip on your bottom. Then, let's see. So the right side's going to be the top. Let's see, let me think. I'm going to fold it this way, yes. So I'm going to score 1.25 inches from the top. And this is just my personal preference. This is how big I like to have the top flap. And then I'm going to turn it around and score it at 3/4 inch. And you could do it a little less, like 1/2 inch. Probably want at least 1/2 inch to fold up nicely for the bottom. Okay, and that's about it. Now we're going to fold on those lines, and it can be kind of tricky to see where we're cutting, so let's see. Well, actually, I think first I'm just going to fold this 1/2 inch mark up. Just do your best to get it straight. I think it works best if you start kind of from the center and then push out. I'm going to use my bone folder on that to straighten it out. And it's probably not perfect, but I'm not going to mess with it too much. I think it's, well, seems a little bigger on this side, so just go over that again. Okay. And this is where we're going to put our glue. So that's going to be folded inside and hidden in there. So then all we need to do is take it the long way, and our score marks are here and here for the top and bottom. So all we're going to do is just fold that right in half. And that will make our bag. Do it as perfectly as you can. Get those sides lined up so that the little fold doesn't show. I stick my head in here. Oops. Sorry. It's hard to do when you have a camera in front of your head. Okay. Just like that. Super easy. And then we're going to trim here and here. Actually, no, this is the back side. And it doesn't really matter that much. I just like to have the fold on the front, and I can see a tiny bit of the white, so I would go ahead and adjust that, but it's not a big deal if you're not worried about it. So, okay, so the side that has the UPC strip, we're going to trim right on our score lines here and here. You can just use your scissors and cut as straight as you can all the way up to the center score. So just cut from here and here. I'm going to use my trimmer because I know I can get a straight line with that. So I can see exactly where it's cutting. I'll find a bone folder and link it below for you too in case you want one. That's a good investment. I use them a lot. Okay, and oh, I forgot to say, what I like to do is kind of make a mark here because it's really hard to see where I'm going to stop on the white paper. It's just hard for me to see this folded mark, so I just make a little mark there so I can cut it, so I can stop right exactly where I need to when I'm trimming. Let's see, got something in the way, or maybe it's just because the paper's folded, but okay. See, make sure I'm on camera here. I'm just going to line that up with my cutting notch, the wire, and so I can see really well right where I need to start cutting, and just push down with my blade right where that pencil mark is. And just cut that so it looks like this. Got a little flappy right there. And do the same thing on this side. I need my glasses. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty hard to see. Might help to make a mark here too, but I think that looks okay. Just go right up to that center score. Okay, that's all we need our trimmer for, I think. Okay, so you got these two little extra flaps. Ooh. Good. And the easiest way, we're going to trim those off right at the center fold. And the easiest way to do that is just close it up, open your little flap. And, ooh, that hurts. I hurt my thumb today. So hopefully I'm going to still be able to do crafts. I actually stabbed myself with one of my sharp little pairs of scissors. And it hurts. Oh, yeah, and the scissors like hit right on it. Okay, so there we go. This is our top flap and our bottom flap. And now all I'm going to do is use my paper, my corner rounder. I just always have this out. You can use any corner rounder you want. You could even use a pair of fingernail clippers or toenail clippers. But I'm just going to round the corners of the flaps to make it look more like a little gift sack. And then we can glue it together. I like to cut a little notch here. It's not necessary. I use my 2-inch paper punch. But if you don't have a 2-inch circle paper punch, I should say. If you don't have a circle paper punch, and you can use pretty much any size here probably, but you could trace like a little bottle, like, where's my little, like a little spice bottle. Just trace it so it's a half a circle. And then you'd want to cut that out before you glue your, before you glue your bag together. It would be much easier to cut it in a circle shape. So now all we need to do is glue it together. I think this is so cute having all the little coordinating papers that go together. Okay, simple as that. Yeah, I didn't get that quite straight, but you can always trim it up a little bit with your scissors. And a little glue on the bottom flap. You could probably use a glue stick or any kind of glue for this simple little project, and then fold that up. Should be scored, so it shouldn't be too hard to fold. But yeah, this is the spot that makes it a lot more difficult if you have more heavy paper. So, oh, I think that's so cute. I love that paper. And then you can tuck something inside. I found these really cute pens at, let's see, at TJ Maxx the other day. I love the colors on those. And I've got some little, where are they? Oh, it's right here. A little notebook that I found at Joann's. These are actually 4x6 notebooks. So if you follow me and you've seen my video where I make a traveler's notebook out of the Dollar Tree little photo album, these will fit in that. And they have a couple different cute little designs. So I might do a redo of that video, but that was, yeah, that's been one of my most popular videos. But just a little heads up if you want to get some of those. But they're great for little gifts. They're in the $2.50 section where the little baskets are with the little, yeah, Violet Studio is what it's called. But watch for them to go on sale. Last week they were on sale. They were buy 2 and get 3 free. So that made them $1 each. Or even, I think it was even, well, I had a coupon, like a 20% off your entire order. So I got them for like 80 cents each. So I thought that was pretty good. So you could tuck, you know, some little notebooks inside, little stickers, some cute pens, whatever. Yeah. If you guys have some more ideas of what you could put inside, something that's, you know, kind of thin, let me know. Comment below. Maybe a bone folder. If your people or your friends are crafty, you could tuck a couple of like greeting cards in there. Yeah, so that's about it. And then I love to decorate them. I wouldn't glue it down yet. You know, of course, you'll want to put something inside, but I love to put a little doily on the top and a little flower. I think I'm gonna do, oh, I need to show you though real quick. Also, if you have something, so those are all papers that don't, you know, it doesn't matter which direction they're going. For this cute butterfly one, which matches really well too, it is directional because the butterflies would be going this way if we use the UPC strip. That doesn't look great. So I would go ahead and cut off the UPC strip and then just do it exactly like we did before, and just show you real quick in case you have papers that don't have a UPC strip. You might be pulling them out of a pad, although most pads do have that extra little bit on them, with maybe even with a hole punch, but you'll want to cut that out if it does have a hole punch. And then you could just score your 1/2 inch here and just do it exactly the same, and then just fold that in half. Trim the top, trim the bottom, and do your scores at 1 1/4 and at 3/4 of an inch from the bottom. Same thing. Okay. Let's see, I wanted to do this cute paper. They're so pretty. Love these papers. Isn't that so cute? And this one, I think I did this one a bit shorter. This one I might have done like 9.5. You can see there's a little difference there, but yeah, whatever size you want them to be, and you might need them to be a certain height for what you're putting in them. But so I would go ahead and staple that on there, a little doily, because the staple is cute. And then I've got some little flowers here that I've made. I've cut this one out with my, I think this was on my Cricut. It might have been a die. I can't remember for sure. I think that's cute. It's a little bright of a color. I've got some leaves here that I cut with my Cricut. But there's all kinds of cute little, you know, flowers at the craft store. And I just got these from Hobby Lobby. They're so pretty, but they're not the right color. So I could put them on this one. This would be cute with some of those bright pink ones. But yeah, this is my favorite one, I think. So got that one. I've also got this one that I made. Just glued some circle punches together and add some beads in the center. I thought that's pretty cute. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, I would just glue that on there. Let's see. Something like that. You could put a little bit of string, wrap a little string around in a circle. I wonder if I have some. Let me look really quick. Well, I had some pretty gold thread left over from my little paper bag wallet video, but I'm not sure where it is. But I found this little scrap of some crinkled seam binding. I thought that would be cute with it. So yeah, I would just glue that like that, and then, you know, tuck the leaf under there, and that'd be cute. So anyway, those are just some of the things that I fill my time up with. I love crafting. I love sharing with you guys. And if you like this video, please you know, leave me a comment or like the video, share it with a friend. I appreciate you watching. Take care.